Today, guys, we are staying in the heart of Galle Fort. We're staying at the Galle Fort Hotel, which is a luxury heritage hotel that was built during Dutch colonial rule. Now, we are paying $500 per night to stay in the garden suite where we are right now. This is a little bit of a sneak peek, and with that price tag, we have very high expectations for the hotel experience here. So let's go to check-in and show you guys around. Okay guys, let's check in to the Galle Fort Hotel. Hello. Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, it's heavy.
Okay, thank you. After you, Karolina.
Thank you.
Thank you, my friends.
What the entrance?
Ooh, look at this.
Welcome to the
Thank you.
For Jay.
Yes, please. So what did you go for then?
I went for the pineapple juice.
These look very refreshing. Thank you so much, Stuti. Cheers,
Cheers.
Karolina. Cheers, guys.
It looks so colorful.
Okay, guys, we've been given the keys to the garden room suite just over here. And look at this entrance to the courtyard. We have these beautiful trees.
Yeah, I just love these stairs, which are leading to the swimming pool.
This grassland here is so vibrant. Look at this. So this is the courtyard, and you can see all of these very large pillars. I think you can stay in rooms up there, and also up here as well.
It looks so elegant and actually so classy.
I don't think we've stayed at a hotel like this before. This is a very inviting pool. Look at that. I'm sure Karolina will be going for a dip later in there.
Yeah, definitely. But let's show you first the room.
Wow.
I'm
Look
just
at this.
speechless.
It is so beautiful. And from the pictures, we really didn't expect it to be so big.
Yeah.
Look at this beautiful bed over here.
Yeah, the decorations are just amazing, like the wooden touches.
Yeah, the kind of wooden frame, very kind of classy and old.
And these lamps are creating such a nice ambience.
It's a very nice bed. Let's check the pillows. Let's do a pillow test. Oh yes, they are so soft.
Here are two of the wardrobes. I guess we can just separate them. One is mine, one is yours.
We have two?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got very nice kind of decor inside of here. It's kind of got the modern element of a kind of new hotel, but then it's combining it with the colonial charm of the past.
Yeah.
And over here, we've been given some goodies. So we've got a message from the hotel. They've given us a Galle Fort visitors map, which will be very handy later on. And we've got some coconut kind of sweet, I think, inside of here.
Yes, and I think this is milk toffee.
Nice, I'll be snacking on them later on. Now over here we have the complimentary kind of water and tea areas. Let's check out the tea. What should we go for? Okay,
It's an English breakfast.
it's from Simon Do, English breakfast. So we've got a nice selection of teas
there's
there.
even fresh milk.
Ambewela fresh milk.
Yeah.
And
Never tried it, but we've been told that actually this section is being replaced like twice per day.
so morning and evening time, I think. And we've got a fridge over here if we want to store anything inside of there. But again, just look how beautiful this is. I mean, we are paying $500 per night, and look at the view out. We can literally see the beautiful blue swimming pool. That's so inviting in this heat.
And this villa is actually never ending because this is another chill out area. We have actually fresh flowers here. Oh, I just touched one.
Yeah, so I've seen these around Sri Lanka. They're so vibrant.
So beautiful.
And you can see all of the wooden touches to the room. And we've got some nice kind of seating area here. And we also have, to Karolina's delight,
A bathtub. I absolutely love like the solo standing bathtubs, but actually this is so weird because it's like in the middle, like next to the wall, but it's still like in this room.
I can probably see you from the bed over there.
That's actually crazy, but it's because this bathroom is kind of opened. Like here we have two of the sinks again, like it's actually quite separate.
And over here we have our gowns. Kind of looks like from a display from like a fashion.
Yeah, like a designer store.
Yeah. And then we got nicely lit lamps over there. So all the little touches around, there's just so many of them if you spot.
Yeah.
All around us. And the space, so what Karolina was saying, it's just so open all the way throughout our garden suite.
Yeah.
Now we have got a shower, so they've really maximized the space inside of the suite by not taking it up too much with the toilet and the shower. So this is the toilet. See, kind of small areas here, which I quite like. I like the fact that we have such kind of open space to walk through here.
And this is the funny thing, you forgot about this.
Oh!
What do you think, guys, is inside? I will give you 1, 2, 3 seconds. And now, let's open this. Oops, how to open? Oh.
It's a TV. So I think we can, oh, it kind of like opens like that, it kind of bends. I think it's just kind of old furniture.
I would actually guess that there would be some sort of like a bar, like cupboard inside.
I have no idea, but it's definitely kind of old furniture.
It's quite cool.
And as we walk through here, we come to the view outside. Hello, how are you? Yes, please.
The luggage have arrived.
I think we can put the luggage across one here and one there. They're synchronized. 1 second. Yeah, just there you go. One.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. They were so quiet. So the Galle Fort Hotel was originally built as a wealthy Dutch merchant's mansion. And so he built this from the ground up during the Dutch colonial period. We've actually come to this kind of second floor area over here overlooking the courtyard. So look how beautiful the pool looks over here. On the opposite side, you have more rooms over here. Now these are 2 floors. So these are quite the big rooms inside of here. But the garden suite actually was the most expensive room that we could purchase at the time. Now what was interesting was that during the year of 1999, there was a change in tax on foreign ownership. So previously it was 100%, ooh, what was that?
I think it was a bird.
Okay, it was 100% tax on foreign ownership. So an Australian, Carl Steinberg, and a Malaysian, Christopher Ong, his partner, they purchased what actually was a dilapidated mansion. And they spent 2 years building and renovating it into what is now the Galle Fort Hotel. Did you guys hear about that guy in Australia who set up fake free networks at airports and even on flights to steal people's personal data? All he had to do was set up a network that looked legit, and so people unknowingly connected to this network, giving that man access to their emails, passwords, and even credit card information. It's a good reminder that when you're traveling, you're constantly connecting to public Wi-Fi at hotels, airports, and even coffee shops without thinking twice. But these networks can be a hacker's playground, and without protection, anyone on that same network as you can potentially intercept what you're doing online. That's why we always use NordVPN when we travel, the sponsor of today's video. NordVPN is a virtual private network that encrypts your internet connection and hides your online activity, even on unsecured networks. With just one click, our data stays safe. And unlike other VPNs, it doesn't slow down your internet. Actually, NordVPN is one of the fastest VPNs in the world, so you can stream, browse, and upload with no problems when you're abroad. You can also choose from thousands of servers in over 60 countries, and with just a click of a button, you can make it look like you're browsing from different regions around the world. So that means if you want to watch your favorite TV shows from back home, or if you want to unlock content that is not available in the country you're in, with NordVPN, they make it super easy to do this. One feature that we really rely on is Threat Protection Pro. This goes beyond just securing your connection. It blocks ads, it stops malware, and also warns you if you're going to be visiting a fake website or if you're about to fall into a phishing scam. So when we are booking our hotels or we're looking at travel info on the go, this just gives us peace of mind. There's also a kill switch to keep your data data safe if the VPN disconnects for whatever reason. And with NordVPN, you can connect up to 10 devices on one account. So both me and Karolina have both of our phones and our laptops on one account, protected with no issues. If you want to try it out, guys, NordVPN is offering a special discount plus 4 months extra for free at nordvpn.com/jkarolina, and it's totally risk-free thanks to a 30-day money-back guarantee. Honestly, guys, me and Karolina never travel without NordVPN, and that is because it gives us peace of mind that when we're traveling, we're on the road, our information is protected at all times. We'll put a QR code on screen for you to scan, or you can simply go to the link in the description. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So cute.
So Galle Fort is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It was built over 400 years ago by the Portuguese in 1588. Before the Dutch came along, and during the Dutch colonial rule, they took it for themselves and they expanded it out. But then the British came along and they took it for themselves. Now that's a very common theme to the colonial history here in Sri Lanka. First it was the Portuguese, then it was the Dutch, and then it was the British. Same as the storyline for the Colombo Fort. And this over here is the famous Galle Fort clock tower. This was built in 1883 during the British colonial rule. You can see the architecture, kind of reminiscent of British architecture for that time. This was built to commemorate a well-known doctor in Galle. He was well regarded amongst the community, and actually they pooled their money together to build the Galle Fort clock tower. And so you can see the clock tower, the face of it, that actually was imported from England, and it still works today. It's a testament to British engineering, Karolina. And over here we've got, what are these called? They shoot cannonballs. I forgot the name for it, but where we are right now is one of the bastions. So you'd see out to the ocean over here.
And this was the main actually location that they were using for the defense.
And actually they're filming some kind of, there's a filming set going on over there,
like
which
a
is quite
movie.
interesting, yeah. But you can see along here, guys, we've got the wall of the fort. It's around the edge, and it goes all the way around. So that kind of fortress, the wall, would be to protect from invasions and also from the conditions in like very rough conditions, sea conditions, the waves. Actually, did you know, Karolina, that in 2004 there was a tsunami here?
Oh,
And
I didn't.
because of the walls of the fort, the Galle Fort was actually
Protected. Wow.
And yes, my brain was not working there. It's a cannon, Karolina, that fires cannonballs. So we're now in the heart of Galle Fort. You can see these old colonial buildings. The exterior still maintains the charm of the past, but you'll see they've turned them into these shops.
My favorite are with the jewelry and the gems.
You can see some gemstones just over there. This one seems like it's a bit more dilapidated, I would say. But you can see all the old wooden kind of beams over here. So one thing that we have noticed here in Galle Fort is how many jewelry shops there are. There are literally hundreds of them, and they seem to be always empty. So I don't know why you need so many jewelry shops in such a small area. Question for you, Karolina. How walkable is Galle Fort?
It's really nice. It's actually as if we were transported back to Europe, and there's really kind of like wide pavements.
Yeah, it's really nice to walk.
Yeah.
I mean, from time to time you'll have to dodge the tuk-tuks and the motorbikes, sometimes cars, but it really feels like we're kind of back in Europe in a sense, and it's been set up in that way, of course, with the colonial history, and they've built the fort in a way that it's like they're living back in Europe, and that was the purpose of it, for the European settlers, so thinking the Portuguese, the Dutch, the British, to feel like they're back home. And over here we have Galle Lighthouse. This was built by the British. Well, the original one was built by the British in 1848, making it the oldest lighthouse in Sri Lanka. But unfortunately, that was burnt down during a fire. Now, this one was built in 1938, still during British rule. It's actually surrounded by these palm trees. You can see king coconuts in them. Okay guys, so we might be looking a little bit tipsy, and that is because we had an Arrack tasting session here at the hotel. They have a specialty Arrack bar, which is called Ropewalk. And this is the first specialty Arrack bar in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
What an experience that was. So Samara, thank you so much. She took us through the tasting session. If our speech is a little bit slurred, it's because we don't usually drink alcohol.
We had actually 6 different types to taste.
Varying strengths, and they were strong.
Yeah.
Now, in Ropewalk, you have this kind of beautiful bar area, and so you can come there for a cocktail. And again, it specializes in Arrack, which is a Sri Lankan alcohol. Now, the way that this is made, so this was taught to us, was that people actually climb up the palm trees and they collect the sap, like coconut sap, from the palm tree.
And it's called toddy.
It's called toddy. The reason why the bar is called Ropewalk is because these people who climb up the palm trees, when they're going from palm tree to palm tree,
One to another.
they're collecting the coconut sap, and it's called Ropewalk because they're having to walk across a rope to the next palm tree.
For me, this is just genius.
They collect this coconut sap, they mix it with water. It already starts to ferment, the toddy, and they put it into barrels, and they have different kind of varying ages of how long they're left in the barrels. And so we went from, I think like something like a $16 bottle all the way up to like a $70 bottle, which is called Ultima.
Yeah,
that was my
your
favorite one. And they're paired with these really beautiful appetizers, like Sri Lankan appetizers. You've got the kind of Sri Lankan flavors going on there, so they're definitely sticking to the culture here. They have like a professional mixologist who pairs the Arrack to the foods. And so we were expecting just to go, you know, for a nice cocktail. And it was just great to be able to just have all of these pairings. And it was really noticeable to me how well they paired it. And so all of these foods that they were pairing with Arrack were Sri Lankan. And so there was coconut roti with a caramelized onion inside of there.
And some chilies.
And there was roasted cashews. That cashews are the best in Sri Lanka. They are fantastic. And that was my favorite pairing with the Ultima, which is the most premium Arrack. And that was great.
You have the expensive taste.
I do indeed. What else did we have? We had even fried, like battered fish. And I don't eat fish. But it was just so fresh, the fish.
Samara told us that it was like, caught this morning.
Like Sri Lankan fish and chips. I mean, I'm British, so I love fish and chips, so I like the fish.
We just loved the whole experience.
Yeah, it was great. If you're coming to Galle Fort, you don't need to be staying here and paying $500 a night to experience that. You can come and experience it for yourself. You can just walk in, and we do highly recommend it. Good morning, guys. One of the nice things about staying in the heart of the fort here is that in the morning times, it is very quiet. There really isn't that many people here. The temperature's nice and cool. And over here we have a very beautiful church. Almost looks like a church you might see
back in the
back home in the UK. Yeah, this is called All Saints Church. This was built during the British colonial period. Kind of like a Victorian Gothic style exterior to it. I wonder if we can actually go inside.
I hope so. Wow.
Hi.
Hello.
Ooh. Oh, no filming? Oh.
Only photo.
Only photo? All right. Well, that was rather unfortunate. He started making this kind of squeaking sound to put us off from recording, but we can take photos, but we can't take a video.
So as you could have seen, guys, we were not allowed to film, and the guy started to make some squeaky noises, like for us to stop.
Yeah.
But he said we are allowed to take pictures, so we actually did take some clips for you to show you around, because the church itself, it was actually very beautiful. Like, my favorite part was the altar, because it really reminded me of the churches back in the UK. And also there was so many of these stained glass windows, so the light was coming in, and actually it was something so magical about that. But the church itself,
That was the local police.
morning activity happening around.
Yeah. And so inside of it, the church, it really reminded us of churches we would see back home.
Yeah, but it was actually quite old. I was quite surprised that it was not like renovated or anything, but it was definitely like magical in the morning.
It's quite amazing to see a British church with the birds singing
Yeah.
in Sri Lanka. And over here, guys, we have the Galle Library, established in 1832. That is very old. Now, what's even older is the Dutch Reformed Church, which was built in 1755. So that is much older than the All Saints Church, the British church. And you can kind of tell by the exterior,
Yeah.
it was built during the Dutch colonial period. Breakfast is served, guys. So out here on the veranda, overlooking the courtyard, very nice breakfast views. So we have the menu in front of us. So what we have is a seasonal fresh fruit platter, looking very vibrant over there. We've got some juices. This is a watermelon juice,
And this is fresh mango.
freshly squeezed juices. And here we have the bakery basket, the butter and homemade preserves. And this is just our starters, guys. So we've got a Ceylon tea.
Yeah, and obviously coffee lover Karolina went for the cappuccino.
Yes. So this is all included in the breakfast, and we have gone for a full breakfast, so a full English breakfast it looks like, with a Sri Lankan twist,
Yeah.
and a Kiribati bowl for Karolina.
All right, guys, so the mains have arrived and mine looks absolutely amazing.
I'm a little bit jealous of yours, to be honest.
Yeah.
Mine is looking great, but yours is looking fantastic.
Yeah, this is the Kiribati bowl. So this is the milk rice with some curry chicken and fried onion on top. There's more gravy on the side here. And this was the bacon
Jam, yeah, that's the thing I was kind of a bit jealous about. I love my bacon.
Yeah. Looks interesting. And this one was the kata sambal, so it's going to be probably spicy.
So you got like a nice Sri Lankan breakfast. Now, for me, I've gone for what is an English breakfast with a kind of Sri Lankan twist. So we've got a Sri Lankan omelette here. So they put like chilies, they put probably peppers and usually tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes. So we've got mushrooms. Now these sausages actually look like sausages from back home. So I am looking forward to that.
So
And
juicy.
I have got bacon. So I was a bit jealous of your bacon jam, but I think we're going to be sharing these two as well. And some kind of like Sri Lankan style hash browns over there, and a nice little tomato with some cheese on top.
Alright guys, so we finished our amazing breakfast, and actually Jay was supposed to join me right now, but he ate way too much and he's in some sort of like a food coma lying on the bed, which is so comfortable. I'm a bit jealous, but I obviously couldn't miss out on taking a swim in this so inviting pool. And this is actually something that I truly love to do in the hotels. Like whenever there's an opportunity and it's super hot, this is my perfect way to relax, and I think that you can relate to it. But I can't wait to try this one out. And actually, I have the pool just for myself. There's no one here. All right, time for the first dip of the day. Ooh, this is so nice and refreshing. I just can't believe like it looks like paradise, and the water is actually super refreshing. And it always gets so cold at first, but oh my god, this is amazing. I can stay here forever. I'm all alone in paradise. So this is the current situation. The sun is shining. There's a nice cooling me down pool, and I just love it. It cannot get any better.
So guys, we were only in Galle Fort for a day, but that day was absolutely incredible. We loved the history of Galle Fort, being able to walk around the walls, to kind of take in the history, the beautiful churches, and just roaming the streets. It was very enjoyable. What made it even more enjoyable is staying at this hotel, the Galle Fort Hotel, with all its colonial charm, literally staying in a previous Dutch mansion. I mean, look at it guys, it's just incredible. And the pool looks just so beautiful here in the morning. Anyways, we hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the